pigs, dogs, leadership, corruption, the downfall of Animalfarm.
Hello, my name is Barry King, and I'm on a quest to find out what contributed to the downfall of Animal Farm. Many questions have been raised as to why the equality of the nation crashed when no controlling humans were present. I, Barry King, decided to travel to the newly named Manor Farm to find answers. After months of research, interviews, and flashbacks, I narrowed the downfall of Animal Farm to the corrupted leader Napoleon. But if the original values of Animal Farm were based on equality, then how did Napoleon become so corrupt to cause so much damage? I think it is because of his unrestricted and unlimited power. When I first walked into the farm, by surprise, I ran into Snowball hiding next to a tree. He looked very frightened and concerned, so I went over to have a word with him.
Napoleon just chased me off the farm with these evil attack dogs. He wanted complete power and he saw me as a threat, so he decided to expel me because my project with the windmill would have been a success and animals would have favored me instead of him.
I didn't get to speak with Snowball for very long. He had to leave because he was scared of being caught by the other animals and Napoleon.
Bye.
Napoleon did kick out Snowball to have unrestricted power without interference, and from that it has only gotten worse. He won't let anyone conspire with Snowball, and if they did, I feel as if he would execute them on the spot. But before I make any judgments, I need to get a word with Napoleon himself.
Snowball has no idea how many sacrifices I've made for this farm. All I want is to carry out Old Major's dream, and I need all the good food and guard dogs in order to fulfill my duties. I'm only doing what is necessary for the farm's prosperity.
What about the other animals who wish to see you step down from your position because they believe that you have too much control over the rest of the farm?
I want the best for my farm, and I will do anything to protect it. Anything. Anyone who wants to control me and step in my way is a fool and will be dealt with accordingly. It's a human. It's a pet. It's a human pet. I wish I had a human pet.
Oh, Cindy, I got you something.
Really? What is it? Oh my gosh, it's a human pet. I love my human pet. It's a human. It's a pet. It's a human pet. Hey guys. Why don't they like me? Oh my gosh, ribbons. Okay, so like, hey guys.
Oh my gosh, I love your ribbons.
Aw, thanks.
Where did you get them?
Molly's ribbons, of course.
Oh my gosh, so cute.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Get Molly's ribbons and be cool.
Yeah.
Napoleon posed a good argument that his selfish choices are ultimately for the prosperity of the farm, but it's hard to deny that he also wishes to keep and maintain his unbalanced and uncontrolled power. And to the other animals, it doesn't seem like Napoleon is doing all he can to make sure the farm is the best that it can be. On my way back outside to the rest of the farm, I ran into one of Napoleon's guard dogs. He thought I was an intruder.
They said it was okay. Would you mind answering some questions about Napoleon?
Make it quick.
Just one thing. What do you think of Napoleon?
Napoleon took us in as pups and raised us into the guard dogs that we are today.
He feeds us and takes care of us. No more questions.
Napoleon took these dogs as puppies and trained them into vicious guards. He's using them to install fear into the animals so no one would go against him. The dogs stop anyone who wants to balance his unrestricted power. I decided to talk to the other animals who live on the farm to see what they think. I ran into Clover the horse. She had some interesting points to make.
I don't mean to disrespect the pigs, and I don't know who to believe about the boxer situation, but I have a gut feeling that something bad happened to him. I think that Napoleon has changed because he is constantly giving out new orders, such as lowering our rations. So it's sort of like he's abusing his power, because he knows that no one can stop him. There is no other voices in the leadership position that he's in.
Clover also mentioned something about Napoleon changing the 7 commandments to better his life, but she wasn't sure because she didn't trust her memory. I wonder what really happened. Well, I guess I'll never know. But never mind that. I went to go speak with the somewhat cynical donkey, Benjamin.
Well, I noticed how there's no balance of power, and how Napoleon is obviously abusing his power. But I don't care. Either way, under the rule of humans or pigs, this farm was going to fall. We're still gonna die anyways.
Well, there you have it. My trip to Manor Farm proved my theory about how Napoleon having unrestricted power led to his corruption, that eventually led to the downfall of an equal animal farm. Let's recap. Snowball was a threat to Napoleon's power, so he was chased off the farm, all in order for Napoleon to continue to have that complete control and use the power for his own benefit. He took the puppies and trained them to be guard dogs to install fear in the other animals, all for ensuring that no one would try to balance or take his power. Sign of corruption, if you ask me. Now I can't prove it for sure, but I think Napoleon made Squealer change the 7 commandments because it was his way of taking advantage of the ignorance of the animals that lived on the farm with him. He had become so corrupt from his uncontrolled power that he resorted to using manipulation, force, and fear to govern his animals. Napoleon started off as a simple pig who took the role of a leader, and that came with power, and at first, he did a lot of good for the farm. But as his amount of control over the farm grew and no one stopped him, he began to abuse that power to gain more for himself, and he ended up oppressing the other animals' voices. His ambition and desire for that unrestricted control corrupted him, and he began to make choices for the farm that was in no way different from the previous leader, Mr. Jones. And then, that vision of an equal nation run by animals alone collapsed, all because of that unrestricted power that corrupted Napoleon.